WTFSutter number 15. I just have to say I'm seriously considering kind of getting off Twitter. I just feel like I can't have a conversation in social media anymore. That ultimately, every time I share an opinion about the business that I'm in, it gets turned into a headline that, quite frankly, just sort of makes me look like an angry douchebag. And I get it. I am an angry douchebag, and but it's just exhausting, man. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and perhaps after the season premieres, I'll pull the Twitter plug. But it's just sort of how I feel today. Maybe it'll be different tomorrow. Because the blogosphere is just, my fucking ass is bleeding. But now on to happier things. This question comes from Megan from Brisbane, Australia. She says, "Hey Kurt, how do you tell someone you're killing them off? I love Ali Walker, and Stahl was awesomely evil, but that was a brutal send-off. Does it suck for them if they won't be on the show anymore, so you make them go out in style? Love the show, love the what the fuck vids, keep it up." May have already addressed this question. I can't. I'm not sure. I think. Yeah, I always, as soon as I have an inkling of someone leaving the show or a character being killed off, I always sit down with the actor and we have a conversation about how that's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and why it's going to happen. And in the case of Ali, the character of Stahl was really brought in as almost as a fix in season 1. Once we killed off Jay Karn's character Cone, for me, Stahl was sort of the follow-up for that in terms of logic. That we had to have another ATF person come in, and then I just had this notion of creating a character that was almost as sexualized and aggressive in a more male way than a female way, and just sort of loosely started playing with this character. And then Ali came in and just really brought it to life, and it was just so much fun watching what she was doing with very little, and she really helped breathe life into that character and kept it alive, and ultimately turned it into what she became. And then I just love the idea, and we used to do this on The Shield a lot, is that where the pursuit of the bad guy ultimately brings you, you have to cross the line in that pursuit, and then it gets very gray in terms of who's actually the good guy and who's actually the bad guy. And I think once we had Stahl, kill her partner in the head via, Vic Mackey, a la Vic Mackey, there was just no turning back. So, I knew that she was going to go out, and I knew it was going to be Opie that did it, so we had that creative conversation, and but Ali was great. I mean, she had a great ride, and it was, I think it was a fitting end for her. And I know, hopefully I'm not spoiling it. I think the season 3 is finished now in the UK. So hopefully I'm not spoiling this for UK fans. But yeah, I always sit down with people and let them know what's going on and why we're doing it, and most of the time it has to do with creative reasons. I've said this before. in season 2, Johnny Lewis, whom I love, who's a tremendous actor. You know, Johnny, I think Johnny felt a little stifled here and wanted to move on and do different things. And, you know, I had a much bigger arc for Half Sec. In my mind, Half Sec was, you know, I wanted to play out a prospect to potentially an officer on the club in that if we had the 7-season arc. So I really did have a much bigger arc for Half Sec. And, but, you know, Johnny really wanted to go and explore different things, and I never want to keep an actor here who doesn't want to be here. You know, so we found out, you know, we found a way for him to have a noble, have a noble way out in season 2 with, you know, trying to protect Abel, and we figured it out. So that's the drill. Keep on watching, and keep on. I'll keep on doing what I'm doing as much as I can before I'm arrested. Take care.